Hey, my name is Sean. Welcome to Echoes in Eternity Bourbon.
To draw some stars, be the one to see my flaws, make me bleed with painted claws.
Today, going to be going over the RY3 Cigar blend. Looking forward to that. I haven't tried it myself. I've actually sampled out a couple of these before I even tried it because I always like to see my first reaction on things sometimes. And I'm finding certain things open up after a while and I may like them better. So I will be having a cigar blend coming up. With that cigar blend, I'll be doing the RY3. I'm going to be doing the old Riley, old Stogie stuff. Actually, old Raleigh Stogie, old Stogie. That was a gift from Eric. Thank you very much. Joseph Magnus cigar blend. I've got a couple of batches. I'll pick one of those to put in there. And then there's the Old Elk, and that's a cigar cut. So I'll have 4 different cigar blends that I'll put together on a blind and see which one I like the best. I'm telling you, the one that I had yesterday was outstanding. That old Raleigh, old Stogie was phenomenal. So looking forward to seeing where that places in the blind. On top of the cigar blend today, NFL Hall of Fame induction day. Those that know. Zach Thomas, absolute awesome player. Someone that played above what he probably should have played. Wasn't the fastest, definitely wasn't the tallest or the biggest, but was just super productive. Awesome player. So glad to see that he's getting his due in the Hall of Fame. Big Dolphin fan and big fan of the underdog. He was definitely an underdog coming out of Texas Tech. So nice cigar blend hopefully for him today to celebrate his Hall of Fame induction today. Looking forward to seeing that speech. Very thoughtful person on everything I've ever read. So you hope that kind of matches the character of the man, and I suspect it will. There's nothing that say it wouldn't match that. Also coming up, was able to do a short run today. I was actually going to do 4 stores, but one store made me a bit upset, and it takes a lot to get me upset on things. I'm not like burning down the building upset or anything like that. I'm just disappointed. So I'll go over that and say why I was disappointed and what would have to occur before I went back to that store. I just think that there's certain principles on things that, weren't met, and I was just disappointed. And, it was an opportunity for a very nice bottle, but it went by the wayside today. So stuff happens, but they're going to have to show me that customer is really something important to them before I decide to go back to that store. Because, I have a lot of stores in this area that I spend a lot of money at, and because I enjoy doing this, and I enjoy the community. But I'm not going to showcase stores that I don't think that they put the customer first. They have their business plans, and we have our perception of these stores. And perception is not always right, but it's real to the person. So when you get let down at a place, it's just like, okay, I'll just stop doing business there unless I see something change. My buying power will go somewhere else. And I'm sure that they're okay with that, and I'm okay with that too. Like I said, no harsh words were said. It's just something I was disappointed in, and I'll elaborate that on another video. But let's get to this RY3 Whiskey Cigar Series. I know that they get some of their stuff from in the U.S. and some of it from Canada. Let's see if they have any specifics on here. Not seeing a whole lot in here. But, let's see. Triple cask finish. French oak staves, Madeira cask, rum cask, Naranja cask. So this is going to be interesting. It's coming in at about 121.2 proof. Different, and it says a special blend of 3 phenomenal whiskeys. And I'll tell you one thing that I really liked on this on the very top, and I'm sure you probably can't see that, but it says phenomenal right on the top. So big word to live up to. Phenomenal is one of my favorite words. Looking forward to seeing if their word meets their juice. I don't mind if someone is going to throw something out there like that, but you better back it up. So phenomenal better be in the vocabulary as I try this out. Saturday. Hoping you all have a great day today. Looking forward to spending some time with my wife. We're going to watch the Braves and the Cubs. I'm a diehard Cubs fan, but I follow the Braves because my wife is a loyal and diehard Braves fan. So we'll have our little rivalry game today. Looking forward to that. So let's get into this RY3 and see what we got. First thing off the bat, you see it's got a beautiful amber color. Absolutely love the color on this. But I'm sure it has because it's been in all these different casks. And that's the thing people need to understand. When you do a cigar batch, these things are cast multiple times. And so there's a lot of room, a lot of labor, a lot of work. And that's why they cost so much money, is that they're very expensive. So have you ever had one of those days when you're just like, Richard, what's going on, bud? So Richard is my mysterious camera ghost. I have shot the drinking of this now. This is my 4th time. Every time I drink this, it gets a little bit better. So I think Richard must be a big fan of the RY3. So, even my wife mentioned, this ghost is trying to get you today. I'm like, I think he is. So, going to be settling in for the Braves and the Cubs here coming up. I'm hoping this ends up as phenomenal. Hoping this video sticks. But let's get into this. This RY3, 121 proof cigar blend has a fantastic amber color. Super viscous. Oil's just streaming down the sides on this. The nose, man, I get this burnt brown sugar. Get a little bit of mint. Not a whole lot of herbal on it. I get like this dark date type of thing with the brown sugar. A little bit of the spearmint. And the only thing that makes me think this isn't a bourbon, even though it says RY3 on it, is that the nose just has a little faint hint of that spearmint. I mean, this smells like a deep, dark, rich bourbon. The nose is not overpowering, not a whole lot of ethanol on it. Get a little bit of the oak on it, but very, very nice nose. Let's go ahead and have another sample of this one. So there's a lot that goes on with the first on this. First, mouthfeel is very good. Burn in the chest is not intense at all for 121 proof. It's got rye spice on the back. Get that brown sugar, a little bit of chocolate up front. Get some of the date in through it. There's a lot of different complexity in this. Got some more of the milk chocolate on this one. A little bit of a breadiness, yeastiness on the back, which I like. It kind of brings a little bit of the bitterness with the chocolate on the back. Get some tobacco, get some oak, some of the rye spice, a kiss of star of anise on there, tiny bit of spearmint. There's a lot of things going on with this. And I will say, I believe, like I said, Richard must be a huge RY3 fan, because the more I drink on this, the more I get out of this and I enjoy this. I'm getting some of that spearmint wash now, which is very nice. The rye spice working its way back up. A little dryness on the back of the palate now from the oak and the tobacco on there. So I'm getting brown sugar. I'm getting some milk chocolate, a little bit of a yeasty bread note. Getting some star of anise. Get some date on this, which I really, really like. I like dark fruits. So if you got a raisin or a date or something like that, I'm all in. Got some tobacco, some rye spice, a little bit of pepper going on in the back, some oak. So you're getting a lot of different things coming in at different stages. And I like when you have complexity that changes and evolves as you go through it. I can see this as an excellent cigar blend. A very big fan of this right now. Does have the word phenomenal on top. And I'm telling you, for phenomenal, it's going to have to beat some big boys coming up. I've got the blind cigar batch coming up. In that blind cigar batch, I'm going to have the RY3 cigar blend. I'm going to have the old Raleigh, Old Stogie Whiskey Society in there, which I fell in love with yesterday. The Joseph Magnus, the Old Elk cigar, which up front, the Old Elk cigar, I thought it was good, but I questioned the price on it. I'm hoping it gets opened up some more, so I'm going to have 4 awesome Glens up here and to go through those and see where they go. Man, these cigar blends are so good, but they're so expensive. And I know, for those who understand why they're so expensive, they have multiple caskings, which takes up a lot of room, a lot of labor, a lot of work to get in this. This was cast in 3 different things. So there's a lot of time and effort and work that's put into that. So it's crafting to make these cigar blends. So it does cost a lot more for these. So it's hard to scoff at the price point because they do a lot more than they would for a standard bourbon or a standard rye. Anytime you get a toasted or a thrice toasted or a cigar blend, there's a lot of different things that are going on there. So I can't really knock the price. I can tell you which ones I like the best, though. And in as much as I like Joseph Magnus over here, I had to scoff at $199 the other day, and I bypassed it, even though I really like the juice. So it's one of those things that if you find one you really like, go with it. One that I'm hunting is the Starlight cigar blend, and I think it's probably comes in at a better price point. But I've also heard it's very good by some people that that don't even like the juice that traditionally Starlight does. But they say their cigar blend, they are onto something there. So looking for that one. As far as this Rye 3, it's a winner. The cigar blend is a winner. I definitely enjoy it. Definitely love the flavors that come with it. The brown sugar I get, the date that I get, the milk chocolate, the breadiness that I got on it, the pepper on the back palate. Some star of anise. I mean, I got some oak on the back of this. I mean, there were so many different, some spearmint. There were so many different things that went into this that I really, really enjoyed. I think it's a very good bottle. I was able actually to pour 2 samples of this before I even tasted it for friends today. So Terrence and Derek, they're going to be headed your way. Derek, I know we'll meet up sometime later next week. I can't wait for you to try some of these things. I know you're expanding on your rye, and I think this cigar blend is very good. Zach Thomas, one of my favorite players, as I was a younger man, growing up watching play as a Miami Dolphin. I think he did an amazing job as a human being in life. You never hear anything bad about him. Underdog, absolutely loved the underdog, and all-out player when he was a Miami Dolphin. And so glad that he's in the Hall of Fame. Congratulations, Zach Thomas. To all you out there today, I hope you have an amazing Saturday with your family, whether it's a grill out, going to visit family. If you happen to have to work, I hope your work day goes by fast, but your off time goes by slow. You all have an amazing day, and God bless.